right, this is week 1 for the Dallas garden, and I'm going to do a little walkthrough. It's pretty exciting. Okay, I can't see anything on the screen, so I hope everybody's catching this. Here we decided to do teepees. The first teepee is Black-Eyed Susans and some sunflowers. I told Mom that she can pull out those sunflower shoots and eat them probably in about a week, so she wants to thin them out. And then here in the front we have the lettuce coming in nicely, some Swiss chard and some spinach, some beets. These should be beets here. Swiss chard in the back. All should be labeled. Beets going this way and alyssum in the front. We thought about doing Malabar spinach on this, and I'm still going to try to convince Mom. But today we planted Black-Eyed Susans. Today should be, I think today is the 29th of March, so that's when those were planted. These are some cosmos in here. Here's some kale. I didn't really give the kale quite enough room to grow, so we'll see what happens. But I think it'll work out because I think the beets are going to be harvested by the time the kale comes in. So we should be okay. But I do expect that these are going to be a little too close. So this is, again, the lettuce, alyssum in the front. And on this side, I forgot the row of beets. So on this side, the Swiss chard and the spinach will have more room. So the kale here, we have 3 kinds. We have dwarf blue, red Russian, and back here we have La Quinto. That should be back there. Yeah. Then there should be a row of marigolds coming in here. And then in this quadrant, we did a row of arugula and radishes behind. I thought I also did alyssum in the front. It just doesn't seem to be coming in as well here. On this teepee, there's cosmos, and there are cucumbers. And I think this here in the soil, you can see the very first cucumbers popping their heads up. And Mom, I just saw, where did I just see it? Our first bean. I've been worried all week, why aren't the beans coming up? But there it is. It's going to come up. I really hope. 3 kinds of beans in here. There's green beans, all bush beans. There should be green beans, yellow wax beans, and purple dragon beans. The purple beans will turn green when cooked. So hopefully that'll be real nice. And also maybe some hidden sunflowers in the middle of that teepee. I don't know who did that. The next quadrant over is our tomato garden. We got the purple Cherokee here. This one is a little slower to mature, but should have a fantastic flavor. So we're really hoping that does well. These are going to need to be, we're going to want to take out all of these little sappers. So anywhere you see an extra in between the trunk and, oh, you can't see it all what I'm doing there, can you? In between the trunk and the line there, that's a little sapper. It needs to be taken out. This is going to be a long purple eggplant, and then a black beauty over here, and basil right here in the middle. This is a early girl. This is a recommended kind for Texas, and then in the back there are 2 cherry tomatoes. They'll get a little less sun, but it should only be, I don't know, maybe half an hour difference. This is 3 rows of carrots right down the middle, a kaleidoscope mix. Peppers on this side, all different variety. Mom's gonna look for cages for the rest. Here's my co-gardener here, Mom. Do you see the bean? Mm-hmm. Here is our okra, and we're trying some intercropping here. So the okra is the main crop for this line straight down the side here, but we did some lettuce in the front, which hasn't come up yet, and these sparkler radishes, which look like they're doing great in the back. So the idea there is that those will be harvested before the okra gets big, and will be shaded by the okra, which will be great. Then here we have Mizuna down the front, kohlrabi in the middle, and then lima beans in the back. We just built these trellises today for them. Over here is our herb garden. We have rosemary. We just planted some dill here in the front. Parsley, the cilantro is what's doing so well in the back. A sage, culantro, basil, thyme, and chives. And then here we have some green zucchini. I'm really hoping that comes in okay. When that comes up, it's going to be as soon as, Mom and Joe, as soon as you see the baby pop out of here, we're going to want to put around the sapling, we're going to want to put a toilet paper roll and let the sapling grow up through that. We're trying to keep that vine borer out. Should be some marigolds all around here, yellow squash right here next to it. 2 teepees for green tomatillos in the back. I don't know exactly where they're going to pop up, so you guys might have to reposition the teepees once they do come up. Here's the peppers. 9 peppers. I think we have 2 green, 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 purple, a gypsy, serrano, sweet banana, and poblano. So a really nice mix of peppers there. Here's our cherry tomatoes. This is sun sugar. I don't know what colors these are going to be. It says a yellow cherry tomato, but the picture is of a red cherry tomato, so we'll see what happens. Should be zinnias right down the middle here. And then this is called husky cherry tomato. This should be like a larger cherry tomato. Everybody seems to think that's what does best in Texas, and I'm certainly going to trust those recommendations. So yeah, this is back to the beans. You know, Mom, I'm noticing that the alyssum, I wonder if I seeded it less over here, but you can always move from down there if it didn't, because it's not coming in as well over here as it did over there.
Here is more.
Yeah.
You see? But there is some in there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, see? Can I turn on the sprinkler?
Yep.
That looks beautiful.
So this is what we did. It took us, I guess it took us 20 days. We started kind of when I got here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got here on the 10th, and here we are on the 30th. And I'll tell you what, this came out more beautiful than I could have expected. This looks really great. These are little nasturtiums coming up. Look how much this nasturtium grew just today, Mom.
Yeah.
All right.
So beautiful.
Hopefully we'll be
Say
back together in
cheese.
July to harvest this and replant the fall garden. All right.
Be ready.